For his birthday, Joey Badass dropped a new track titled Let It Breathe. This is the first track that he's dropped since the Light Pack sometime last year, so it's exciting. Maybe this is going to be on the new album, who knows. But we're going to go bar for bar and break down these lyrics. The track is produced by Static Selecta, so you already know what we're getting into. It starts off with a kind of intro, you could say. Brand new 911 off the lot. It ain't even cost me a lot. Yeah. Took that bitch back to the block. Heard a dude just got. It's really straightforward. He just got a new Porsche 911. It's off the lot and he took it back to the block. And then he heard that someone just got. I mean, someone got shot, got killed, you know, stuff like that. This is when the song fully comes in. We get another intro. Love and peace will conquer and clip the wings of evil and unjust. Static Selecta. You'll see. Turn my vocals up. The normal turn my vocals up sort of thing. And then we get into Joey's first verse. Want you to celebrate me like I'm dead already. Like this crown up on my head is heavy. Put my picture in the dictionary like it's legendary. Swear I'm raising every bar and it's like they never ready. He wants you to treat him like he's dead. Because you know how a lot of people, they treat people who have recently passed away with more respect, and they show more love to those people than to some of the people that are still alive. And oftentimes when someone dies, you show them more love or they give more love than they received when they were alive. So he wants to get his flowers now while he's still around. And he's raising every bar. It's like they never ready. Like the bar is being raised constantly by him, but not necessarily just in terms of expectations and what people want to hear, but also just his bars. His bars keep getting raised each time. They throwing dirt up on my name like I'm already buried. Graveyard shifts till they put me in the cemetery. Until then, I'm getting better every January. And it's very scary. 2020 vision's never blurry. They're throwing dirt on his name like he's already buried. Throwing dirt on his name is kind of throwing shade, talking shit. And they're saying these things as if he's already dead and can't hear it or won't respond to it. He's getting better every January. It's a line that he was repeated a few times. I don't remember exactly what tracks it was on now, but he's getting better every January. Like everyone's New Year's resolution is to be better or to better themselves. So it makes sense that every January he gets better. And it's kind of scary. I think him saying it's kind of scary and then going with the 2020 vision is really just a 2020 reference because that was a scary year for a lot of people. But his vision is also 2020, and because when you have perfect vision, you can see things clearly. It's not blurry. I keep on dropping all these jewels like I'm in a hurry. Swear to God, I'm never worried, because that's how you live the misery twice. You see, that right there is like the greatest advice. When people steal jewels or money, or when people rob someone, they go and start running. And if it's a lot of things, like if they carry a bag of jewels, there's a possibility that those jewels are going to start falling out, and they're in a hurry, so they're not going to worry about those. But he's also dropping these jewels on knowledge and bars. Like he's in a hurry. He just kind of keeps throwing them out there for y'all. You see, it's a few things that I noticed in life, like the fact that everybody got a vice and a price, because every man got his weakness, and all these bars, they got a sequence. Yeah, these are just things that he's noticed through his days. And actually, this makes a lot of sense considering it's his birthday, so he's like, as he gets older, he's noticing these things. And actually, that's also probably why he's getting better every January. Not necessarily just because it's the top of the year, but it's also his birthday, so it's a new year for him. Yeah, there's a few things that he knows in life. Everyone's got a vice and a price, and he kind of elaborates that with everyone's got a weakness. Most people's weaknesses are their vices and money. All them hidden scars, but I peeped it. Swear to God, the first cut always hit the deepest. Never put your guard down and watch who you all around. My price going up every time I put my cigar down. The first cut always hits the deepest. Whenever it's something negative or something that, well, even if it's not something that happens often, like if it's something that you weren't expecting, it's gonna cut deep. But if it's something that happens regularly, you start to get numb to it. You build a tolerance to it. And that also is why he just never puts his guard down, or recommends don't put your guard down and just watch who around you. I'm a superstar now, hopped in a supercar. No such thing as too far now. Tell them cuckoo bros not to call now. Telling me to calm down. He's a superstar, he got a supercar. There's nothing that's too far out of his reach now. If he can afford these things, the sky's the limit. But being humble was the worst mistake I ever made. Not knowing my worth was the biggest price I ever paid. So till I leave Earth, I'ma shine on dudes every day. And I put that on everything. Him being humble was the worst mistake he ever made, which is a reference to the previous line, they telling him to calm down. Because they were telling him to calm down, he listened and he was humble. And then he's like, wait, no, this was a terrible idea. Why did I listen to y'all? Y'all crazy. Because by doing so, he didn't know what his worth was. But now every day until he leaves Earth, he's going to shine on y'all. I came in this at 17 and gave the game a wedding ring. We've been honeymooning since. I think it's time to settle in. Go against the god you can never win. I take him deeper than to a place that they ain't never been. Joey's been around for a minute. He's been around since he was 17. And he's been fairly consistent. But now he's saying it's time to settle in. So maybe this next project that we're going to get from him is going to be his classic. We'll find out. Before we get to the second verse, we get a bit of a break where he's just saying, hold up, let that shit breathe, let that shit breathe. Mostly just give the track some time to breathe, but also let your mind breathe and try to take in what he just said. Which then goes in the second verse. You dudes all fries, I don't see no threats, I look after my dogs, I'm a fucking vet, Ain't a dude that I met could see me yet. Just know the door's always open like a CVS, He's just saying, y'all ain't nothing. And he's gonna keep an eye on his homies, his dogs, like he's a vet. Well, he is a vet, because he's been in the game for a minute. His door always being open like a CVS. I think that was just him fitting the bar, but also CVS is usually open late night. But it's also just him talking about like, yo, I'm always there for people around him, like people who need him, yeah, like in his circle, like he's always there for him. His door's always open to them. SL500 with the BBS, gave that to my cousin because he seems stressed, guess it's in my jeans like a seamstress. I told him, get up out your feelings, do we the best. He gave his cousin an SL500 with the BBS rims. That's crazy. Like his cousin seemed stressed. He didn't really elaborate on that. He's just like, yo, get up out your feelings, bro. We the best. I think he was just more stressed about like career stuff and money. So he's like, nah, bro, I got you. This ain't no DJ Khaled pop BS. Nah, this is not. This ain't no DJ Khaled pop BS, nah. That is not a diss, that one just for the press. If I was to flex, that wouldn't be a stretch. I hold weight in my city, they ain't seen me sweat. I don't think that was necessarily not a diss. I think he said that intentionally because, I mean, he's not saying anything false. A lot of DJ Khaled's music is pop or more poppy. But yeah, no, I don't think he meant it in a disrespectful way. It was more just like, that is not what I'm doing. I lift the whole game with a finger quarter. Use the same finger to finger fuck all the singer girls. I gave her the diamonds, but she gave me the pearl, right? I take her abroad so she can see the world. I don't think I need to explain any of that. I think you guys can figure out what that means. Then it goes into kind of a chorus sort of deal. I said, I'm riding with my windows down. That's just how I feel right now. That's just how it feels. I don't want to waste no time. I just want to take what's mine. Gonna take what's yours. And then it repeats. He's riding with his windows down because he's chilling. He's having fun. He's taking in everything. But he's going to take what's his, and you're going to take what's yours. And then that goes into the outro, which is actually the same as the intro from before. The world is yours, baby. Yeah, that's all the lyrics here. This track is really solid, and not gonna lie, I was concerned when the song first came out because the intro was hella different, you could say, from what I would expect from Joey. But then Sax Selecta came in, so everything's good. You really can't go wrong with Sax Selecta and Joey Badass. And I know I mentioned this before too with Keep It Movin' with Nas on Sax Selecta's album. Like, Joey Badass and Sax Selecta are just perfect together. Every time they do a track together, it's dope. Like, there's never a bad track with the two of them. I can't tell if this is actually gonna be on the album or not, because I can totally see him just being like, nah, I got other stuff to put on the album. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it could just be him being like, yeah, this was a song that I did, and here we go. But the only reason that it makes me think that it could have been kind of promo for his album is the fact that This video was apparently recorded last night and was just posted this morning. But also, it shows that it was really recorded last night because there was almost no significant editing to it. So I don't know. It could be either way, I think. I think it could just be random promo and he just wanted to do this for the hell of it. I don't know. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of this track, and if you think this is going to be part of his album, and if you're excited for his album. Also, as always, let me know if I missed anything or misinterpreted anything with this breakdown, because there's a bunch of lyrics. I can miss things. Also, like and subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns and other content like this. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.